number 8, let's try to discuss this one. The sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression is n squared plus 5n. Please take a look at what we have said before. It says sum of the first n terms. That is actually arithmetic series. Of an arithmetic progression is n squared plus 5n. So meaning the arithmetic series, please don't get confused, huh? I keep on repeating. When we say series, we are talking about the sum. When you say progression, we are talking about the arrangement of arithmetic sequence. So, the s sub n is equal to n squared plus 5n. So before I solve for this, let's try again to imagine, the question is nth term. So that is the question, okay? But again, before we solve this one, let's try to imagine what is that S1, what is that S1? So let's say, for example, I have my 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So when you say S1, S1 is actually your first term, the sum of the first term. When you say S2, the sum of the first term and second term. So that is 4. When you say S3, it means the sum of the first 3 terms. So that is 1 plus 3 plus 5 is equal to 9. So I'm just trying to emphasize this one. Okay? Now, please observe, what do we do? What shall we take if you have the S2 minus S1? So the S2, the sum of the first 2 minus the sum of the first is equal to 3 plus 1 minus 1. Right? So what is that one? That is equal to 3. What does that 3 stands for? The 3, please take a look, that 3 is actually your second term. Okay? So if you have, for example, S3 minus S2, what is that equal to? That is 9 minus 4 equals 5. What is that 5? That 5 stands for U3. Okay? Now, so let's try to answer now this question. We are looking for the nth term, and again, we know that our nth term is in the form a plus n minus 1 times d. For us to be able to find the nth term, we need to find what is a and what is that d. So, how are we going to find the a? What we have said in this example, the first term is actually the S1. Okay, that's what we have said. Since the first term is equal to the S1, so therefore the first term is equal to 1 squared plus 5 times 1, which is equal to 6. Okay, now we know that to be 6. We need to find now the d. But how do we know the d? The d is the second term minus the first term. But the problem is we don't know what is the second term. But how shall we find the second term? What we have said here before, okay, that the second term is equal to the sum of 2 minus the sum of 1. So let's try to find the sum of 2. The sum of 2 is equal to 2 squared. Okay, 2 squared plus 5 times 2 minus your sum of 1. And we know that our sum of 1 is equal to 6. So let us simplify this. So there is now 4 plus 10 minus 6. And what is that equal to? That is equal to 8. Now, our u sub 2 is equal to 8. We're looking for the d. So therefore, the d is equal to u sub 2 minus u sub 1, which is equal to 8, minus 6, which is equal to 2. So therefore, what is now our u sub n? That is the first term, which is 6, plus n minus 1 times times the common difference, which is 2, which gives you 6 plus 2n minus 2, which gives you 2n plus 4. That is your u sub n. Okay? So basically, that's how are you going to answer this question. Write down the first 4 terms. Oh, this, since we already know the nth term, so now we know the first term to be 6, we know the second term to be 8, so we need to find the third term. So u sub 3 is equal to, from here, okay, 2 times 3 plus 4 equals 10. U sub 4 equals 2 times 4 plus 4 is equal to 12. So therefore, what is now the first 4 terms? Because it says write down. So that will be equal to 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? Hopefully my discussion is clear. So now we can go to your book. Some examples in the book. Where's your book? Where's the book? Here. Okay. So let's go to this one. Guys, you try to answer the 7.3 so you would be able to get used to the problem. The ninth term of the arithmetic progression is 8, the fourth term is 18. Find the first term and the common difference. We will just go over. I will not totally answer the problem. I just want to go over with this problem so you would be able to understand when you do it by yourself. It says the ninth term. What is the ninth term? That is a plus 8d. Okay, is equal to 8. The fourth term, what is that? A plus 3d is equal to 18. So therefore, to find the first and the difference, you need to solve the simultaneous equation, then done. That is the same thing with number 2, the third term. What is it? A plus? You are correct. That's a plus 2d. The sixth term, what is that? A plus 5d. Okay? Find the fourth term. In an arithmetic progression, the eighth term. So basically everything will be the same, right? The eighth term. So every time you see that phrase, that's a plus 70 is equal to 39. The fourth term, a plus 3d is equal to 19. Again, try to do this by yourself. We're just trying to walk through with the question. In here, the sum, this is now different. The sum is given. The sum is 38.5. The first term is 1. So that is your A. The last term is 6. So the L equals 6. Work out how many terms. So what is the formula that knows the sum, the first term, and the last term? That is S sub n is equal to n over 2 a plus L. Okay? So basically, you just need to look at what are the given in the problem and review all the formulas that we have learned. So again, just to review the formulas that we have learned, let me just write it here. Again, the first one, what we have said, that in arithmetic progression, u sub n is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. And then we have said the sum of n is equal to n over 2 times the first term plus the last term. We have learned also that the sum of n is n over 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times the d. Okay? And what we have learned is that the first term is the same as your sum of 1, series 1. And the d, okay, the d is equal to the first term minus the second term minus the first term. Or it can also be taken from a u3 minus u2. Okay? Now, and then what we have said is that the sum of the first two minus the sum of the first one will give you the u2. Okay? And the sum of the third one minus the sum of the first two, is equal to your u3. And every time you look at the problem, you see the problem, and then the problem says the fourth term. If it says the fourth term, the one that will goes into your mind is a plus 3d. If it is fifth term, for example, then that's going to be a plus 4d. Therefore, if that is the nth term, what did we say? That is a plus n minus 1 times d. So that's the way you need to memorize all of that. There's one more, which is geometric series. Okay? So these are all the stuff that please try to walk through, and then you may tell me. I might create videos on the difficult topics if there are. Okay? If there are. If there is none, definitely you can do it by yourselves. Just try to follow the advice on how did I walk through into this problem. That's all for today. Have a good day.